Carlos Vela scored 36 goals and assisted 11 in his 33 appearances for LAFC last season, which should be expected from him because he is their designated player, earning $4.5 million a year. The reason why he had such a high reputation coming into Major League Soccer was because he left quite an impression in La Liga, especially from 2011 till 2014 when he formed quite a lethal partnership up top with Antoine Griezmann. Antoine Griezmann is a guy who won the World Cup in 2018 and made a €120 million transfer in 2019. But during their Real Sociedad days, they both were quite equal. Combined, they ripped La Liga apart and took Real Sociedad to the UEFA Champions League. This meant the two of them were quite sought out after players, but the question was who was better. So welcome to UW Football and let's see who was better for Real Sociedad, Carlos Vela or Antoine Griezmann. Carlos Vela came through the ranks at Arsenal. He had two loan spells in Spain, first with Salamanca and then with Osasuna. His performances there convinced Arsene Wenger to give him a chance in the first team, and he made his debut for Arsenal in 2008. Over the next 2.5 years, he made 62 appearances and scored 11, only 3 of which were in the Premier League. This was enough for Arsene Wenger, who then sent him out on loan, first to West Brom and then to Real Sociedad, a loan move which became permanent for just €3 million. Antoine Griezmann, well, he came through Real Sociedad's academy as a wide forward. By the summer of 2011, he had made 76 senior appearances and had helped the club gain promotion to La Liga. Griezmann was only 20 years old heading into 2011-12 season. Questions were raised regarding his skill set because he faded away as the previous season went on. Real Sociedad only won 3 of their last 13 games in 2010-11 and goal scoring was their major problem. But Griezmann's form had picked up the following season as the young forward contributed to 11 goals, scoring 7 and assisting 3. But Sociedad's main hero was the 21-year-old Mexican forward Carlos Vela, who in his first season scored 12 and assisted 7. He was the top scorer for the club as they finished 12th. The following season saw a huge leap in the club's performance. Vela and Griezmann again led the line. The two had properly gelled together and contributed to 40 goals. Vela scored 14 and assisted 11, whereas Griezmann scored 10 and assisted 5. The two had made Real Sociedad a UEFA Champions League level club, and the world was now noticing. In their last season together for Real Sociedad, both Griezmann and Carlos Vela scored 16 goals. Vela also assisted 12, whereas Griezmann only managed 4. So in the following summer, it was time for these guys to be picked up by the big boys. Real Sociedad decided to cash in on only one of them. They kept hold of Carlos Vela after Griezmann made a transfer to Atletico Madrid for €30 million. Their decision proved to be wrong, as Carlos Vela's form dipped without Antoine Griezmann. He failed to hit double figures in every single post-Griezmann season. The reason for that was Griezmann runs from out wide that would stretch up the opposition defense, which allowed Carlos Vela to score as oftenly as he did. Griezmann's presence also meant that Carlos Vela had way more time on the ball, which again helped him quite a lot. So Griezmann was the better of the two. You can see that from their post-2014 careers. Griezmann was a much more smarter player, and his off-the-ball work, which you cannot quantify statistically, made his teammates around him like Carlos Vela much better. Carlos Vela is now in MLS, a much slower league where he has a lot more time on the ball and again is smashing it. Whereas Antoine Griezmann, well, he isn't doing too bad at all. He won the Europa League with Atletico Madrid, won the World Cup with France, and recently made a €120 million transfer to Barcelona. Like if you agreed with me, subscribe and I will see you soon.